Welcome to the CTC Curse Remedy. Today's date is July 9, 2026. My name is Nang Hong Lam. Today's video is on how I'm doing, making plans as to get back to writing Arowra. So, that's the focus, but I just wanted to point out that I basically it's just kind of like the follow-ups to the last two videos that I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. Pretty much basically in those two videos, which is titled it as Overcoming Being Alone and briefed it Blanca novel summarizations. That's the first one, and the second one is the same title, but with added on follow-ups, the word follow-ups to it. So anyway, pretty much those two videos focus on because I have no feedback on my PTTS blog for 9 years of time, from 2016 to current 2026, and the Blanca novels I have basically there is not one consistent period of time, like not one consistent consistency that that people could recognize and things like that, but it is throughout the years, and it's been going on for almost around 27 years, and I have no recognitions and credits on the Blanca novel. So basically that was the two focus, and I just wanted to give myself a break, that to stop the punishments and disappointment in my life, that to look back in the past, that there were rewarding rewards for accomplishing things. Like I remember in the trading card game and collectible miniature games tournaments, is the first prize, you get a first place, you get some sort of first prize, even though it's not much, but at least you have some kind of reward, and as for the M10 combat, there are times, the crowd watching those M10 combat would cheer up your name and things like that, even though it might not be much, but at least you're getting something out of it. And as for the basketball game, if you wins a lot of basketball game, then the player would start picking you first, as first pick, or even acclaim you as the star player of the team and things like that. So even though it's not much, but at least you're getting some kind of reward in the process. Not like right now, just disappointments and punishments. So I just wanna give myself that break, that it's okay to have these visual thoughts, is that it could be like in the past, getting some sort of reward for what I'm doing and things like that. The no feedback on my PTTS blog for 9 years of time, and the no recognitions and credits on my Blanca novels for around 27 years of time, all of that equivalent to punishments and disappointments that inflicted to me. So it felt like, I don't want this to continue on in my life, It's like I wanted to have some wishful thoughts is that there could be some sort of reward in the process. I mean, like I was saying, like earlier, I was pointing out like the example, like the reward in the past, even though it just might be very small rewards, and but at least it is reward. It's just like basically, I just don't want to say that I'm getting back to writing Arowra, and I'm gonna put a lot of work into it and everything, and it's gonna end up being just disappointment and punishment, and all of that is gonna be really like really hard to handle and things like that. It's like, so pretty much I just wanted to just give myself that break, that having wishful thoughts is reward could happen like in the past, even though those rewards could argue as just small rewards, but at least it is rewards instead of punishments and disappointments. Okay, let's just say I pulled through. I put a lot of work into writing Arowra, and I pulled through, and I completed those novels, and like just for this argument, like just a scenario that maybe a relative, like who would, gave me the reimbursement, or like just give me some kind of fund to print out the completed novel and things like that. Let's just say in this scenario, which so it could argue as like my father autobiography book, which he kind of like going through all this trouble, like put all this work into writing it and printing it out and all of that, and you know it didn't really turn out the way how he wanted and things like that. And I'm just gonna quickly just have like a closer look at his autobiography book. It's written in Chinese. It's my father Chong Wan Lam autobiography book, which I'm, like I've been saying in the last two videos, just wanted to, because he passed away on December 2020, and I want to fulfill his dying wish by helping him promote this book, like I'm saying. But I haven't really got much chance to do that. It's just like whenever I get a chance, like I'm doing the best I can, first trying to do something about my life, and whenever I get a chance, like right now, like just kind of like show it that he did, like just do what I can, and basically just do what I can to help him promote his book. And okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So pretty much, if that's the same thing happened to me, like how, like, but I'm just saying in this scenario, that's if I get through putting all the work into completing writing Arowra novels, and got someone to fund me to able to print it out into like a paperback, or hard, like I just saying, for it's lower cost, to print it out in a paperback copy. So it's then hardcover copies, it costs more. So like just say like I go for the lower rate, paperback copy and things like that. Anyway, so like I was just saying, if go through all of that and it's end up like my father autobiography book, which didn't turn out the way he wanted. So let's just say if it end up that way, So so pretty much I just leave my printed out like my printed out Balanica novels, which would, like I'm saying, I'm trying to focus on, like I've been saying in the last two videos, basically I try to put all my focus on the Balanica novel by just focusing on the Arowra novels series. So so basically the Arowra novel will be on my shelf and just collecting dust and things like that, and then one day and just another day, like I'm just doing my things and things like that, and just someone came up to me and just tell me that you know the news has reported that um the trading card game and collectible miniature game have got through the trading card game and collectible miniature game recessions, and a lot of name was brought up. The people who was in, was putting out the contributions to getting through this recession, and my name was brought up. Because I for a lot of years I've been writing about trading card game and collectible miniature games. So my name was brought up. Basically, this person's wondering, does I still have the Adolf novels and things like that. I don't know. Like I'm just saying, I'm just I don't know what will happen. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. My father, just looking at my father life example. He passed away. Don't know if one day his autobiography book will turn out the way he wanted or not, because he already passed away and things like that. Just for now, I'm just giving myself a break. Whatever the outcome is, I have to stop punishing myself and inflicting punishments and disappointing at myself, and just have some wishful thoughts is that there could be some kind of reward in the process. So basically, I'm just giving myself that break right now, that stop inflicting punishments and disappointments at myself, and have some wishful thought that there could be rewards in the process. Okay, so that will be all for today's PTTS sessions. If I have anything else I want to add to today's PTTS sessions, I will add to the next PTTS session. Also, just have to get used to calling it as CTC curse remedy. So it just sometimes I still call it as PTTS session. So it's gonna have to take some time to get used to calling it as CTC curse remedy sessions, video sessions. Okay, so thank you for watching PTTS. Thank you for following PTTS. I'm gonna end this video in 3, 2, 1.